Helia is a city in Miami-Dade County, Florida, United States. As of the 2010 census, Helia has a population of 224,669. Helia is the sixth largest city in the state, and is a major municipality within Greater Miami. Helia has the highest percentage of Cuban and Cuban American residents of any city in the United States, at 74% of the population, making them a distinctive and prominent feature of the city's culture. Helia also has one of the largest Spanish-speaking communities in the country. In 2000, 92% of residents reported speaking Spanish at home, and the language is an important part of daily life in the city. This has attracted many companies to Helia, such as Telemundo, the second-largest Spanish-language television network in the United States, which is headquartered in the city. Helia is served by the Miami Metrorail at Attribution, Helia, and Tri-Rail Metrorail transfer stations. The Attribution and Helia stations serve primarily as park-and-ride commuter stations to commuters and residents going into downtown Miami, and Tri-Rail station to Miami International Airport and north to West Palm Beach. History: the city's name is most commonly attributed to Muskogee origin, Hayukpo, and Helia combining and Helia to mean pretty prairie. Alternatively, the word is of Seminole origin meaning upland prairie. The city is located upon a large prairie between Biscayne Bay and the Everglades. The Seminole interpretation of its name, High Prairie, evokes a picture of the grassy plains used by the native Indians coming from the Everglades to dock their canoes and display their wares for the newcomers of Miami. This high prairie caught the eye of pioneer aviator Glenn Curtis and Missouri cattleman James H. Bright in 1921. Together, they developed not only the town of Helia but also Helia Park Racetrack. In the early Roaring Twenties, Helia produced significant entertainment contributions. Sporting included the Spanish sport of GLI and greyhound racing, and media included silent movies like D.W. Griffith's The White Rose, which was made at the Miami Movie Studios located in Helia. However, the 1926 Miami hurricane brought many of these things to an end. In the years since its incorporation in 1921, many historical events and people have been associated with Helia. The opening of the horse racing course at Helia Park Racetrack in 1925 received more coverage in the Miami media than any other sporting event in the history of Miami up to that time, and since then there have been countless horse racing histories played out at the world-famous 220-acre park. It was considered one of the most grand of thoroughbred horse racing parks with its majestic Mediterranean-style architecture, and was considered the jewel of Helia at the time. The park's grandeur has attracted millions. Included among them are names known around the world such as the Kennedy family, Harry Truman, General Omar Bradley, Winston Churchill, and J.P. Morgan. The Helia Park Racetrack also holds the dual distinction of being an Audubon bird sanctuary due to its famous pink flamingos and being listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The famous aviatrix Amelia Earhart in 1937 said her final goodbyes to the continental U.S. from Helia as she left on her ill-fated flight around the world in 1937. While Helia was once envisioned as a playground for the elite, Cuban exiles, fleeing Fidel Castro's 1959 revolution as well as World War II veterans and city planners transformed the city into a working-class community. Helia historian Patricia Fernandez Kelly explained it became an affordable Eden. She further describes the city as a place where different groups have left their imprint while trying to create a sample of what life should be like. Several waves of Cuban exiles, starting after the Cuban Revolution in 1959 and continuing through to the Freedom Flights from 1965–1973, the Mariel boat lift in 1980, and the Balsaros or boat people of the late 1990s, created what at least one expert has considered the most economically successful immigrant enclave in U.S. history, as Helia is the only American industrial city that continues to grow. From a population of 1,500 in 1925, Helia has grown at a rate faster than most of the 10 largest cities in the state of Florida since the 1960s and holds the rank of Florida's fifth largest city, with more than 224,000 residents. The city is also one of the largest employers in Dade County. Predominantly Hispanic, Helia residents are characterized as having assimilated their cultural heritage and traditions into a hard-working and diverse community proud of its ethnicity and family-oriented neighborhoods. In January 2009, Forbes magazine listed Hialeah as one of the most boring cities in the United States, citing the city's large population and anonymity in the national media. Geography: Hialeah is located at 25°51 euro squared 38 euro cubed n 88°17 euro squared 38 euro cubed w. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 19.7 square miles. 19.2 square miles of it is land and 0.5 square miles of it is water. Surrounding areas: unincorporated Miami-Dade County, Miami Lakes, Opa-locka, unincorporated Miami-Dade County, Westview, Helia Gardens, Medley, Miami Springs, Westview, West Little River, Gladeview, Brownsville, Miami, Miami Springs, Miami, Helia Gardens, Medley, Miami Springs. Demographics: Helia is the 10th largest city in the United States among cities with a population density of more than 10,000 people per square mile. As of 2010, there were 74,067 households, with 3.9% being vacant. As of 2000, 36.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 57.4% were married couples living together, 17.4% had a female householder with no husband present, and 18.7% were non-families. 14.7% of all households were made up of individuals and 7.8% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.15 and the average family size was 3.39. In 2000, the age distribution of the population showed 23.0% under the age of 18, 8.2% from 18 to 24, 29.4% from 25 to 44, 22.9% from 45 to 64 and 16.6% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 38 years. For every 100 females there were 92.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 89.6 males. In 2000, the median income for a household in the city was $29,492, and the median income for a family was $31,621. Males had a median income of $23,133 versus $17,886 for females. The per capita income for the city was $12,402. About 16.0% of families and 18.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 22.2% of those under age 18 and 22.4% of those age 65 or over. As of 2010, Helia had the highest percentage of Cuban and Cuban American residents in the United States, with 73.37% of the populace. It had the 43rd highest percentage of Colombian and Colombian American residents in the U.S., at 3.16% of the city's population, and the 85th highest percentage of Dominican and Dominican American residents in the U.S., at 1.81% of its population. It also had the 38th highest percentage of Hondurans and Honduran American in the U.S., at 1.15%. While it had the 8th highest percentage of Nicaraguans and Nicaraguan American, at 4.07% of all residents. Helia ranks number 2 in the list of cities in the United States where Spanish is most spoken. As of 2000, 92.14% of the population spoke Spanish at home, while those who spoke only English made up 7.37% of the population. All other languages spoken were below 1% of the population. Religion. While Roman Catholicism is overwhelmingly the majority religion of city residents, Helia also contains the largest Santeria community outside of Cuba. A city ordinance restricting the Santeria practice of animal sacrifice was ruled unconstitutional in Church of Lukumi Babalu IV. City of Helia. Economy. The city of Helia is a significant commercial center in Miami-Dade County. The city is host to national retailers such as Starbucks, Target, Best Buy, Kohl's, Walmart, Lowe's, the Home Depot as well as homegrown business such as Navarro and Sedano's. Helia is also home to vibrant community of mom-and-pop stores. These shops have been noted to actively and successfully compete against national name brand retailers, outfitters, and franchisers. In order to remain competitive, national businesses have altered their traditional business strategy to meet the demands of the local community. Publix supermarkets opened a Publix Sabre along one of the city's main streets which caters exclusively to Latin American and Hispanic clientele. Moreover, while most of the manufacturing and cloth industry that made Hialeah an industrial city in the 1970s-1980s have disappeared, new electronics and technology businesses have reinvigorated the local economy. Westland Mall provides residents with over 100 stores and several eateries. Macy's, JCPenney, and Sears are the main anchor stores located at Westland Mall. Visitors can dine at Fuddruckers, IHOP, Los Ranchos Steakhouse, Chili's, Manchu Wok, McDonald's, and EDY's among other eateries. Telemundo, the second-largest Spanish-language TV network in the United States, is headquartered at 2290 West 8th Avenue in Hialeah. Recreation. In March 2009, it was announced that a $40 a year $90 million restoration project was set to begin within the year on the Hialeah Park racetrack. On May 7, 2009, the Florida legislature agreed to a deal with the Seminole Tribe of Florida that allowed Hialeah Park to operate slot machines and run quarter horse races. The historic racetrack reopened on November 28, 2009, but only for quarter horse races. The park installed slot machines in January 2010 as part of a deal to allow for 2 calendar seasons of racing. The races went on all the way until February 2, 2010. Only a portion of the park has been restored and an additional $30 million will be needed to complete this first phase of the project. The full transformation is expected to cost $1 billion since the plan includes a complete redevelopment of the surrounding area, including the construction of an entertainment complex to include a hotel, restaurants, casinos, stores and a theater. In June 2010, concerns were raised over the preservation of Hialeah Park's historical status as the planned development threatens to hurt Hialeah Park's status as a National Historic Landmark. The city of Hialeah boasts 3 tennis centers, more than 5 public swimming pools and aquatic centers, and more than 14 public parks totaling more than 100 acres combined. Furthermore, Milanda Park features a municipal auditorium and a 10,000-seat football stadium. Amelia Earhart Park also serves the Helia community. Located just south of the Opa-locka Airport, the park consists of 515 acres, including a 5-acre bark park for dogs. It offers a variety of amenities, programs and activities including mountain biking, soccer, Tom Sawyer's Play Island and Bill Graham Farm Village. It also houses the new Miami Water Sports Complex, which offers cable and boat wakeboarding, water skiing, wake surfing, knee boarding and paddle boarding. Government and infrastructure. The University of Florida College of Dentistry operates the Helia Dental Clinic. It opened in 1997 to serve Hispanic populations in South Florida. Politics. Helia is located within Florida's 27th Congressional District. It is currently represented in the House of Representatives by Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, a Republican. According to the nonpartisan Bay Area Center for Voting Research, Hialeah, Florida is the 4th most conservative city in the United States. The current mayor of Hialeah is Carlos Hernandez. Education. Public primary and secondary schools. Miami-Dade County Public Schools serves Hialeah. 2 high schools serving the Hialeah community, Mater Academy Charter High School and Miami Lakes Tech, were named as Silver Award winners in U.S. News & World Report EuroS Best High Schools 2008 search. Private schools. Champagnat Catholic School, serves mainly southern and south-central Hialeah. Our Lady of Charity School, a private Catholic school not formally associated with the Roman Catholic Church, is located in Hialeah. St. John the Apostle School, serves mainly southern and south-central Hialeah. Immaculate Conception School, Horb Christian School, Edison Private School. Post-secondary. Community colleges. Miami-Dade College Helia campus has served as the city's academic center since 1980. Besides its academic mission, the campus also sponsors numerous cultural and community events. Private colleges and universities: College of Business and Technology, Florida National University. Public library. Helia's public library was founded in 1924, 1 year prior to the incorporation of the city. While over the years the county-wide Miami-Dade public library system has taken over the libraries of most of the cities in the county, Helia public libraries function independently from the county-wide system. Transportation. In 2013, Helia was named a top 5 city with the worst drivers by Slate and Allstate. Rail. Helia is served by Miami-Dade Transit along major thoroughfares by Metrobus, and by the Miami Metrorail, Tri-Rail, and Amtrak at Metrorail, Tri-Rail Metrorail Transfer, Helia, Okeechobee, Tri-Rail, Tri-Rail Metrorail Transfer, Helia Market, Amtrak Miami, Silver Star and Silver Meteor service. Road. All ways lead to Helia was one of the Citia Euro unregistered trademark's first slogans. At the time, Glenn Curtis and James Bright could not have imagined the important link in the transportation chain provided by Hialeah Euro unregistered trademark's location. Sitting in the heart of Northwest Dade, Helia has access to every major thoroughfare linked by Interstate 75, State Road 826, Homestead extension of Florida's Turnpike, U.S. Route 27, State Road 924. Notable people: Alex Avila, Major League Baseball player, drafted by the Detroit Tigers in the 5th round. Mara Canals-Barrera, actress. Devin Bush, professional NFLFS for the Atlanta Falcons, the St. Louis Rams and the Cleveland Browns. Rene Carpo, United States Olympic representative as a judoka. Harry Wayne Casey, lead singer of Casey and the Sunshine Band and graduate of Helia High School. Chris Corciani, professional NBA guard for Orlando Magic after being picked in the 2nd round of the 1991 NBA draft from North Carolina State University and later on the Boston Celtics as well as the Washington Bullets. Eric Courtney, Bravo TV personality. Newlyweds, the first year, born in Helia and attended Mayhem Walters Elementary School. Jack Doughty, MLB first baseman for the Texas Rangers, Houston Astros, Cincinnati Reds and Montreal Expos. Rowan Davey, professional NFL quarterbacks for the New England Patriots, switched on to the Arizona Cardinals, also helped lead the win of the NFL Europe World Bowl for the Berlin Thunder. Bucky Dent, professional baseball player for the MLB New York Yankees and graduate of Helia High School. Vincent D'Onofrio, actor and producer, known for stage, film and television work and best known for his role as Detective Robert Guerin in Law & Order, Criminal Intent and graduate of Helia Miami Lakes High School. Nick Ozaski, MLB infielder for the Cincinnati Reds, Boston Red Sox and Atlanta Braves. Bobby Estlella, MLB catcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, San Francisco Giants, New York Yankees, Colorado Rockies, Arizona Diamondbacks and Toronto Blue Jays. Wilfredo A. Ferrer, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida, nominated by President Barack Obama. Rena Copyright Garcia, former City of Helia councilman and Florida State House Representative. Gio Gonzalez, baseball player, drafted by Chicago White Sox in the 1st round, made MLB debut in 2008 with the Oakland A's against the Toronto Blue Jays. Ted Hendricks, former professional NFL football player, Helia High Class of 1965. Charlie Huff, former professional baseball player, Helia High graduate. Richard Huff, former professional baseball player, Helia High graduate. Greg Jackson, professional football player for the National Football League. Catherine Keener, Oscar-nominated actress. Corey Lemonier, former Auburn University defensive end. Currently plays linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Manny Machado, Major League Baseball third baseman for the Baltimore Orioles. Lisbeth Martinez, Cuban violinist and teacher at M.A. Milam K8 Center. Roel L. Martinez, former mayor of Hialeah, Florida and longest-seated mayor in Helia history. Oscar Mayer +/- Oz, MLB pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. Raul Preston, former professional football player; Mike Rio, professional mixed martial arts fighter, former member of the UFC; Julio Urbina, mayor of the city of Hialeah, Florida as of 2005; Rick Zarnchez, former CNN anchor correspondent; John Secada, Grammy Award-winning musician; Michael Timpson, professional NFL wide receiver for the New England Patriots for 6 seasons and alumnus of the Lakes class of 1985. See also, Camp Helia, a former base of the United States Forces Korea in Busan, South Korea. References. External links: City of Helia official site, Helia Chamber of Commerce official site.